about to say, sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. The love is too high, bring me down. Can't none bring.
Hey, good morning, Veterans Council, Veterans, Facebook fans, Instagram, LinkedIn. This is Tony Williams. It's Monday. I hope everybody is happy, because I'm happy, because I made it through the weekend. I got a chance to sit there and give you the VCV update. So anyway, I know it's lunchtime. I want to give a chance. I'm not going to keep it too long. I just want you to know that the things that Veterans Council Veteran has been doing, and I've been grinding. But one thing I definitely want to give off that I think is very important for all of us, especially when it comes to being together and divisiveness. Every time we always see on the TV about divisiveness, about race, gender, and that kind of stuff, and we do more to separate ourselves than we do to bring ourselves together. I don't understand. I don't really know the magic bullet, but we got to do something that brings our culture together as we move forward than sitting there trying to find a way to separate it. So what I did this Saturday, it just so happened in Lakeland, and Lakeland's not too far from me, 30 miles north from me. Lakeland had a World War II African-American veteran monument. They were unveiling it in Lakeland, and I wanted to attend that because I wanted to get a sense of, especially as part of my history. It's really part of all of our history, but some history that you don't know about. For me, I thought it was important, so I went up there to watch it, and I tell you, it was very interesting. I would like you guys to sit there and get a chance to see what I saw. So hold on tight. This is a memorial again for African American World War II veterans, and I'm reading the program, and it had J.J. Corbett, and then the Gaithers. So the Gaithers family. So these are both World War II Buffalo soldiers and that kind of stuff. So take a look at this event right here.
Everybody have a chance to take a look at this before you leave. Okay?
So what I wanted to show on that one there is that if you can hear me, so that right there was an unveiling of the World War II African American veterans up here in Lakeland. I want to give a thank you for the Polk County Veterans Council. They're the ones that made this happen with Gary Clark, Air Force guy, who seemed to think in his mind that Air Force is better than Army, but he's delusional. But I wanted to give you a great thank you to Gary and the Polk County that made this happen. This was a very well attended event. It was mixed. It was a very diverse attendance, and I just had a good time. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about what was going on during World War II time. So something you don't hear much about. So I wanted to definitely bring that everybody know this is going on with the in Lakeland. So, but you also you're here to hear about what is VCD doing this last week. These last 2 weeks, and I've been busy. So one of the things I learned is that no matter how you slice it, when you're a nonprofit, you still got to be involved in the politicians and the people who make the policies. And so what's happened here is that I want to look to your left. You see Representative Salmon. Representative Michelle Salzman is an Army veteran. She's the District 1 up there over in the Panhandle. And I felt really great because she actually invited me to visit her in Tallahassee. So I took my trip to Tallahassee to see her and to talk about the areas that I thought was very important for veterans, counseling veterans. And so she was great. And when I was there, I also, to the right, you'll see Representative Driscoll. I may have misspelled the ES one. I should have put the ES out of that, but I'll get it next time, my admin person. And Representative Fentress Driscoll is the representative for District 63. She had a women veterans roundtable. And I was asked to get, to have some people there. And I had some people there. You see right there. The ladies you see right there are part of the Veterans Council of Veterans, what I call the Women Veterans Tribe. We got all the way to the right, we got Stephanie Sims. Stephanie Sims is a retired Air Force. She's actually going to be the Veterans Council of Veterans Women's Mental Health Committee chair. Then here is Maxine Reyes, and everybody should know Maxine. Maxine is always out there grinding with her nonprofits and her causes. She's retired Army captain, and her husband as well is retired, and she's out there in Tampa. In the center is Representative Driscoll. Then to her, you see Yinkris Baez. She's an Army veteran. And then finally, to the last but not least, we have Nitsa Rivera, who is retired E8, first sergeant combat veteran. She works for Humana. So they were there to sit there and let Representative Driscoll know what was on their mind and their concerns. But I didn't stop there. What else did Tony do? Well, while I was there, I went down there. There's an organization, there's a Senate organization called the Military, Veterans, Space, and Domestic Security Committee. They were having their first event, and I was there, and I was able to present Veterans Council of Veterans priorities. And so always on your side, you see Senator Daniel Burgess. He's an Army veteran, just got promoted to major, the lawyer. He's also a state senator. And Danny and I know each other for several years now. And then to the right, you see Senator Audrey Gibson from out of Jacksonville, and she's also part of the committee. And so I got a chance to meet them, and I got a chance to present. And I wanted to let them know. And then you see that committee up there. You see that big old wide angle there. And this is all in Tallahassee. And I wanted them to know what Veterans Council and Veterans priority. Our priority is women veterans mental health. So you'll see that in the coming months as we get into 2022. We're going to have Women Veterans Mental Health Summit. We're going to sit there and focus on, we're going to have some broadcasts to talk about things that are specifically germane or relevant to women veterans. So that's one of the things we're going to focus on. Mental wellness of families and veterans. I believe that families are very important when it comes to a veteran's health, and that's men or women. And that's something that we don't do a good job at. The VA will take care of the spouse or the veteran, but not the spouse. And so Veterans Council of Veterans, right now, we're in a process. We got a mastermind going on right now that is going to sit there and focus on workshops for 2022, specific for families of veterans, families and relationships of veterans. So that veterans have PTSD, military sexual trauma, substance abuse, things like that, depression, suicide. We want to have a way to sit there and give the family of the veterans some tools to help them go through that, because they suffer as well. And then finally, suicide prevention. We're all in suicide prevention. Every year we have 2 events that focus on suicide prevention. One of we have for families who lost a veteran to suicide every year. We're up to in 2022. We have a 7th special memorial that'll be on the 3rd week of May. I'll give you time next time to do an update. And then finally, every year we have the annual Veterans and Family Suicide Prevention Summit. So those are our 3 priority areas that I want you to know about. So that's quick update of what we're doing right now. I just want to give you a quick update. Also, I'm the only time that people really know that I'm still around is when Veterans Day. When you're Veterans Day, everybody's calling you. Can you do this? Can you do that? Whatever. So I'm really busy going to that. So I've got an event tomorrow where I think Senator Rubio is honoring Vietnam veterans on the 9th tomorrow. Then I'm going to be at the Hillsborough Veterans Memorial Council, Hillsborough Veterans Tribute to Veterans on Thursday at 11 o'clock. So if you want to come see me, fine, I'll be there. I'll be getting an award for there. So I'll be getting an award for that event. I also have Stephanie, you saw earlier. Stephanie will be attending the Hillsborough Veterans, because it's everywhere now. So Stephanie will represent Veterans Council and Veterans in Orlando. So look out for Stephanie in Orlando as Orlando celebrates veterans. And I'll be also down in St. Pete. St. Pete's having their veterans event at 8 o'clock on Thursday on the 11th as well, down in St. Pete. So I'll be in the Sotos area there for Veterans Day. So if I don't get a chance, please thank the veteran. This is a time you can thank your veteran and be happy about it, because Memorial Day is not a happy time, right? It's a sad time. But this Veterans Day is a time where you be happy, say thank you to the veteran, and that veteran can be a woman or a male. So don't assume because you see a female that's not a veteran. So definitely thank them as well. So that's what I want to give you, that quick update for Veterans Council and Veterans. And I tell you what, I got a busy schedule, but I have to sit there and keep you guys up to date. And hopefully you hear more from me as time goes on. So stay tuned. 11:30 on Mondays, you'll get a VCV CEO update. Until then, let's be happy.
Turn on.
Okay, let me let you guys go.
Because I'm happy, if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too